because I noticed.
Just watch it burn. It just goes over. That's like throwing gas. Like,
I don't know.
wait,
10 minutes. everybody. We're here. It's live. The box is live. You can get it right now.
All right.
They really can.
That's it. That's the announcement.
That's the announcement. They can get it right now. And it's true. It's for sale right now. Right as we go live. Everybody's been online all day long. How come I can't get the box? How come I can't get the box? Because at 4 o'clock.
Now you can get the box.
Now you can
It's
get the
official.
box. Yes.
And it's a great box. You've been working on it for a while now.
Oh my gosh, for a while. And look how cute the box is. Wait, let me show you.
Oh yeah, the box itself is a gift.
Is adorable.
It's so great.
So we try to do really fun things with the box. I'm already working on the box for next year.
Oh yeah, well, you know,
have to do
once
it.
you start,
Yeah.
you can't stop.
You have to do it far out. So this is the box, and the box is so cool because it is actually a great storage box as well, which, let me just show you this.
It would also make a great gift box for a quilt if you were gifting it to someone.
So it's a magnetic lid,
Yeah.
and then when you open it up, wait for it.
No, it only folds flat for shipping. It doesn't fold flat after you've assembled it.
Oh, after you've assembled it, okay. I thought, because we got them flat. and I
We
was
get
just like,
we get them flat. Once they're assembled, they're taped in place and they stay assembled forever.
surprise, it stays assembled forever.
Sorry, Mom.
It is an awesome box. And
It's really cute.
you know what? This one is empty, but yours
That
is going
is
to be full.
because we're not going to give away what the gifts are for this year.
Natalie's here to make sure I don't tell any secrets.
That's right. That's right.
Natalie is here as a recipient of the box.
I
and
love the box.
my supporter. We do. We love doing the box. We love putting the box together. Last year's box. How many out here got last year's box? Oh, did you love it?
Did you like it?
Yes, thank you. So here's the fun thing. I feel like not everybody's going to love every single thing, but if you don't, you know somebody who will, you know, and it's rarely more than a couple of things that people aren't like ooh ah about.
And if you love most of it, we're doing pretty good for boxes.
We are. And one of the things that we see happening a lot is that because we're doing boxes for ourselves, like I now do a box for my husband, you know, and it's full of socks and candy bars and a new screwdriver and it's whatever I can think of that he'll think is fun. But he gets so excited about me opening a gift every day, and so it makes it very fun. So we can show you some of the things from last year's box.
Yeah, some of your favorites.
See if anybody online wants to actually see any of last year's box things,
Yeah,
because
we
we
have
can
a
do
few
that.
things.
All right, so let me go through a little bit of work here. So right now, because it's on sale for pre-sale right now, you can pay for the box in full. It has gone up $10, so $179.95, or you can split it into 2 payments, $89.98. and $89.97. So you get a big break on that second payment. A big break. The boxes actually start shipping in October. And you know what? I'm sorry for that, because it's hard not to open that box.
For a whole month and a half or whatever.
Yeah. It is hard.
That
but,
would be
but,
tough.
But, we want to get them to everybody.
Well, and I almost forgot about mine last year, or this Christmas, because I got it earlier.
Go to your room.
And then by December, I think I started it on December 4th because I was like, oh my gosh, I have a box. I have things to open, and I hadn't gotten it out.
Yes. All right. So for domestic, here in the U.S., the shipping is free. If you're in Canada, your shipping is $20. When you pay in full, or $0 on your first 50% deposit and $20 on your second deposit. So you're going to pay $20 either way if you're in Canada. And we're sad about that, but there isn't anything we can do about it. If, Natalie, you should run for president.
No, thank you. Hard pass.
All right, international shipping is $40 when you pay in full, or $10 on your first deposit and $30 on your second. So we've broken that up as well.
Yep.
And pre-order begins today, and it runs through April 25th. So through the end of the month, we'll pre-order, unless we run out.
That is, if we run out of boxes earlier, it's gonna end sooner.
Gonna end sooner.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
When they're gone, they're gone.
When they're gone, they're gone. And we've ordered some, but when they're gone, they're gone. So that you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And that's always been to my children. They're like, Mom. I'm like, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yes.
Natalie's heard that a few times in her little life. All right, so do we have some questions?
Well, I think we should start. We have a lot of people tuning in, and
Oh,
a lot of
good.
them, this is their first time seeing the Countdown to Christmas box. Could
Oh,
you just
let
let
me
us
show
know
you
what
last
exactly
year's.
the box is?
Yeah, so this is actually last year's box. And we try to do something cool and fun every year. And I love last year's box because it's a suitcase.
It looks like a little old
right?
suitcase. I
Has a
love
little
it.
handle. I love it. And what it is it's an Advent box, and you open one gift a day. And the gifts inside are all numbered. So you'll look for
You know
you'll
which
look for
one to
day
open
one,
when.
and you'll do it. And the
So this
reason-
one is full though, isn't it?
it is, but the reason I wanted to do it, not yet, just a minute.
Okay.
The reason I wanted to do the Advent box is because I'm Swedish, and we did a lot of Advents as a
Yeah,
family.
Advent is important to us.
And it actually takes a little bit of work to keep up with everything,
Yes,
you know,
it
because
does. We
we've
have
got-
a lot of high stress traditions in our family.
We do have a lot of traditions. I don't consider them high stress, but apparently
Some of them are.
some of them are.
Some take a lot of effort.
So we have several Advent boxes and things that we do, and I thought it would be fun to do one for quilters. And so it makes it really fun to have something to open up. The thing I wasn't expecting by the box is that so many people who have received them have written me letters about what it meant for them. You know, one lady was like, you know, I've never bought myself a Christmas present all my life. Look at my tree. And she has all the little bags under there. And she was so delighted. There were several people, especially during COVID, and this was so sweet and so sad, but they had lost their spouse during COVID, but had already purchased the box. And so it was
their
like,
spouse purchased it for
yeah,
them.
the spouse purchased it for them, and they were so, it was just so sweet that they had something to open every day, you know, and it made their holiday time go faster. There's so many stories out there. And so for me, that was unexpected joy, but it's pure joy, you know, when that happens. And so we actually have some things over here. This box is full.
Yeah, so just
But
open
I
it
want
and show them how
I brought
it
some of my
looks.
favorites out here. So that's my
This-
favorite right here.
This one I know for sure you love.
I do love this one. So this is last year's. I'm not giving away any secrets, but just know that whatever we did last year, I believe this year's is even better. So this was one from last year that I loved, and it was a parking the parking
funny.
sign. You know,
I was like, okay.
I can only park. You can only park here. I loved that. I feel like we've brought some great value to the boxes, and you know, and there's always people who are like, "Is it worth it?" And I'm like, "Just add it up, add it up." You know, we give fabric, and our fabric last year, and with patterns, and we do projects.
A lot of times they coordinate with each other. So you'll get a gift one day, maybe it's the pattern, and then the next day will be the fabric, and then
Just so you know,
Stuff like that.
everything, all the fabric generally is surrounded by some sort of a project. And so we do probably, I don't know,
maybe
there's
2 usually.
No.
Or 3.
like 7.
Projects?
There's a few,
No.
there's a few projects in there.
Not that.
There's a few projects. And it may not be all quilty things. This was a little cozy cups table or wall hanging.
Yeah.
Next year's is so fun. I can't even tell you how fun next year's is, and I can't tell you how fun next year's is.
I can't because I have no idea.
I can't because I have an idea because I picked it, but I love it. It's my humor. So you know
That could go all kinds of ways.
it truly could. This one was a favorite.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
So this one
Day
was
8.
This one was a real favorite for people because it brought back so many memories for them, and it's actually a little button jar.
Very own button jar.
And one of the projects was to make put pin cushion on the top. Mm-hmm. But people had so many memories surrounding this button jar of their, with their grandma's buttons and things like this. Now
It is really cute.
I have a lot of children. I have 7, and I have 27 grandchildren. Is that right? 27.
I don't think I can count that high. Not
Anyway,
this time of
I
day.
am the queen of keeping children occupied. And so I have these huge button jars at my house that they belong to my great aunt. She used to have a dry goods store. And so I would pour the buttons on a cookie sheet and say, I need these sorted into colors. And they would spend hours just sorting, and then I'd dump them all back in the jar.
She fooled me once with that trick. I did not do that again.
Let me just say, she's the smartest of all my kids.
I was like, nope, you're going to have to give me a better job than that.
That's right. So do we have some questions out there?
We sure do.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm Gary Schwartz from Owatonna, Minnesota. We've been down here to Missouri Star about 7 or 8 times.
Oh, I love
Primarily,
it.
we come down for the Missouri 36 Quilt Shop Journey.
Yes.
Which we're starting today.
Oh, wonderful.
And the question I have is actually a comment. To get rid of this $20 fee for the Canadians, maybe your daughter should run for Prime Minister.
Oh, okay.
Even better.
I could become a Canadian.
You could become a Canadian.
Yes.
That would solve all the problems,
Okay.
wouldn't it?
All right.
There you go.
Get rid
That's
of
perfect.
customs.
And one more question, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Hi, I'm Patty Mattingly from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I want to know, how do you guys get all that stuff to fit in that box just so perfectly?
I don't know how that happens, but it's like a little
The
miracle
elves at
every
the
year.
warehouse work it out.
Because we literally design the box first, and so, I think, I don't know. I know that we design the box first,
I'm
and then we
pretty
just.
sure that the product team and the
They have a
warehouse
pretty good
team
idea.
coordinate on what will fit where.
I know this is going to surprise you, but I don't actually pack all the boxes myself.
No. No, she does not pack
I'd like to say
boxes.
I did, but I don't. But yeah, it is interesting how, and that's why day one isn't usually on the top. It's snuggled in somewhere, you have to search for them. No, you can't. It's like having a baby. It's the same
I
thing.
found that to be a little bit frustrating, actually.
Yes.
I'm Kate from Shelbyville, Kentucky.
Hi, Kate.
And my question is, I discovered an old pattern that you all sold.
Yeah?
Can't find it anymore. Do you all have like a box somewhere in the warehouse that maybe it might be?
All the
A
patterns.
pattern?
All the patterns. Is
What
it one
pattern
of
is
ours?
it?
It's one that you all put out.
And
I know who did the original one.
it was
but
in the box?
No, this isn't a Christmas box question. It's
Oh.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a I'm desperate question.
So if we actually made the pattern, we should still have the pattern.
Yeah, you should be able to have somebody who works here in the shop look it up on the inventory list, and they'll be able to tell you where it's located.
Yes, 100% we should. Because
Okay.
that was one of my things. I don't want those things to go away. When they're in a magazine, they're good for like 3 days when the magazine comes out, and that's why we're like, no, we want the blocks to be, good forever because they're pattern books, and then we also want the patterns to stand alone. And so I have a story about that. Natalie, we were doing some kind of a tour in the warehouse. This was pre-COVID, and they have all my patterns like boxed up, and just think about this. I do one quilt a week and have every week of my life for 15 years. Think about how many patterns that is. And I'm walking along, get to the end of those patterns, and I looked at Natalie and I'm like, I am nuts. I am certifiably nuts. Look at these patterns.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of patterns.
lot of
It's a lot.
patterns.
But I'm pretty, my brain doesn't stop, so. What else do we got?
I'm Pam McGrath from Atlanta,
Hi,
Georgia. You were talking about Advent and your love for it. Do you have a pattern or a tutorial on making an Advent calendar, a quilted calendar?
So actually, almost every year, one of the fabric lines comes out with an Advent type panel, and we often put those together. Misty's done several on her page, and I usually don't because it involves a quilt. Mine has to involve a quilt. But I do know that you can watch for those. Like Scandia is one of those lines that often puts out one of those little things. But the thing is, like we did them with everything. Like if you can make a pennant, that pennant can have a pocket on it. It can go. You can put a chocolate anywhere. There was a funny.
Don't go there.
There was a funny Facebook thing where it said, according to my Advent calendar, there are only 3 days left till Christmas because they'd eaten all the chocolates. What do we got? What do we got, Dalton?
We got a question from Judy. She says, I enjoyed my box last year. I've yet to make something, but I enjoy it very much. Are the videos still available to watch?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
The videos are always
I'm like,
still
are they
available.
still available?
Yes,
Dalton's
they
like,
are.
yes, they are. Yeah, so our videos generally live forever.
Are they organized into a playlist on YouTube?
Yes, you should be able to locate it on YouTube under a playlist, all the videos from last year.
So would it be like Jenny's Christmas box
It'd be
2000?
Jenny's Countdown to Christmas 2022.
2022. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for asking that because
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
Hadn't thought about that before, but good to know.
And make those things, Judy. Make those things.
Hey, don't make her feel bad. She'll get to them.
Oh my gosh, we have so many UFOs.
No pressure, Judy.
No pressure. No pressure. No stress.
How are the items selected for this box?
Oh, so
Years of effort.
it is. It actually is years because not everything, I can't put everything I want in every box. And so,
Yeah, it depends on the manufacturer, what
when
they
we
can
can
get
get it,
ready,
yeah,
how soon
we
be.
can get ready and get it and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of things that come into play with what's in the box. So we're constantly looking at items, but I will often see something that just strikes my fancy and I'll just be like, oh, can we make this and Missouri start up? You know, can we make this so that it works? I love this, you know, like like last year's Day 25 was a platter. You know, and
it's in here. I want to.
And the platter was of the mural out there, and I'm like, I look at this every single day, and I love this. You know, I love it's right out my studio window, and I just loved the platter, and so for me that was really like a heart gift. You know,
Is it in here?
And it should be in the very bottom, maybe. Oh, I don't see it. Maybe it isn't in there. Is it over here? No. Oh, somebody snagged the platter.
Deceived.
That's all right.
And I really wanted to pull it out and show it because I love
Well,
it so much.
It fits
But it
actually
would have been in the base,
the bottom
yeah?
of the box, yeah. No, it's not collapsible.
No, I didn't think so either.
Anyway, it's darling, and then sometimes like somebody will send me something and say, have you seen these? Like the gal who works at our retreat center, she uses that clover thing where you thread all the needles and put it in, and I'm like, this is amazing. I'm like, I want this in my box. And
This
she's
is
like,
cute.
it's been out forever. And I'm like, I don't think, if I don't know about it, there's going to be other people who don't know about it. And for anybody who does handwork, it was just like a little present. And so
Was that the magnetic?
No, it was the needle, it's a clover needle threader thing, and you thread your needles, and you stick it in, and then you dial it up, and it winds the thread. So you can, you know, like when you're going hand stitching in the car, you have,
Yeah.
you know, lots of needles already threaded, which is really fun. That one is the
I'm just
ornament.
like reopening and remembering what they are. So it's this right here, this little sewing machine, right?
No,
is
it's the
that?
building. It's this building right
Oh,
here.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that was interesting to me because there were people who
I
said
should have pulled it out.
there were comments on this building and people who said, "Oh, this must be a building in Hamilton." And I'm like,
It's the main shop.
I'm like, you bought the box. Do you not know? Do you not know what this building is?
And it has the mural painted on the side.
I know, it's so darling, I
It's
think.
so
Yeah,
cute.
I think it's so cute.
Okay, so, and you say this year's is even better, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I actually don't know if there's an ornament in this year's. I can't remember.
There may not be an ornament.
I can't remember. There's been a
We're not
lot
gonna-
of things happening in my brain since day one.
We're fine with
What
it.
else we got?
Are the items in the box exclusive to the box?
They are exclusive
Many of
to the
them are.
box. So, so I would say 24 out of 25, maybe 25 out of 25
No,
are
because
exclusive.
like if we put a charm pack in there, that's not, you can get that other places.
Well, that's true. Like the fabric, maybe.
technically.
Oh my goodness.
I would say most of the items in the box are exclusive to the box.
are. Now,
until the
some-
box is over.
Yeah, when the box is over, then sometimes we release some of those items for sale. But like for instance, like this binder right here, we release the binder. I think this is the binder in the box. But then we have several other ones that have come out, you know, later, a little bit later, and so. So, you know, these are just handy, but it'll be like the next year they'll come out or something like that. But not everything. Natalie's like, what is it? Open all
I
the
just want to
presents.
see them.
What else do we have?
So we
So
do have a
these-
comment and a question from Dee Dee. She
Okay.
says that last year's box made my December and Christmas so special. Thank you for all the thought and care you put into them and for the wonderful special videos each day. Every morning it was a special way to start my day.
Oh, that's so
Will there
sweet.
be a video every morning
Oh,
this
yes,
year?
a video every day, because I want to explain to you why,
What it is and why you picked it.
yes, what it is and why I picked it, and then sometimes how to make it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a project. There's a few really cool projects in this one.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
When is the second payment due? If I pay half
okay.
now, when will I pay the second half?
The second payment is due between May 1st and September 10th. So you've got a nice big window of time, and yeah, nice big window of time. May 1st through September 10th.
And much like the videos every day, another big favorite for this box was special surprises. Can we expect maybe any surprises in these boxes this year?
What kind of surprises are you talking about?
I believe that project over there that had the jar with the pincushion on top, I believe Chuck was inside of it this year.
Oh, yeah, that was a special surprise.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that kind of surprise. You can always expect surprises from Missouri Star. We love to surprise and delight. You know, that's one of the things about my block of the month that I love so much is there's surprises and delights in the block of the month.
So there's supposed to be a Chuck the Duck button in here, right?
Honey, if you want to sort those by color.
Okay, okay. Really? It's a job only I can do? There it is.
Look how pretty these
Little
buttons
Chuck.
are.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
There's Chuck.
There's little Chuck. Can we see him? Or do I need to hold him up?
Do you want them also sorted
I'll hold
by
them up.
size and style as well?
Maybe. There we go. Which camera? Yours?
I mean, you could make a whole
Here he
jacket
is.
with these
a
buttons.
Tiny little Chuck. Isn't he cute? And we used him on a project if we wanted to.
And just a comment from myself,
Look,
there
you could
will
make a
be
jacket.
an exclusive Facebook group this year for the box as well. So if you are enjoying the box, you're wanting to share that experience with others, there will be a place on Facebook specifically for the Countdown to
Oh,
Christmas
that's
box
very
this year.
cool. That's very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. That is fun when we have a special group for that.
It can be tricky when, you know, some people want to, they're so excited and they want to share what's in the box, but we don't want to spoil it for people. So
You have to be
we
careful.
try to keep sharing to a minimum.
Yes, we're always like, just share the day.
Please wait.
Another question came through. If I pre-order and then move to a new address, will I still be able to change the address? Absolutely.
Oh, I'm
so.
sure,
Just
yeah.
And
Yes.
at least until shipping.
Until shipping, yes. But
Yeah.
anytime, contact the customer service team. They'd be more than happy to help you out.
Oh,
with
gosh,
that.
yeah. Leave a forwarding address, you know, if you're,
For sure.
unless you're in witness protection, and then we won't know where you are. You know. There's always that.
There's more important things on your mind
Send
at
it
that
to the
point.
FBI.
There's some number twos.
Look how busy she
Feeling
is.
22. I know. I can.
She didn't even mean to be
I'm so
busy.
happily entertained right now. I'm in my comfort zone.
This is the best thing for grandkids, too. What else we got?
Could you let us know what were some of your favorite items from the past year's boxes?
Oh, my gosh.
The clock.
The
The
clock.
clock was a favorite.
Yes, the clock was a favorite.
I love
That was very cool. And a surprise for me, you know, when the product team came and said, here's some of the items we've been thinking about, you know, and if it's, for me, you know, if it's a 7, it doesn't get in the box. It has to be a 10 for me, you know, and there are practical things in the box, too. So, like, if you get a day and it's, like, not so ooh-ah because it was 2 spools of thread and a seam ripper, for me, that's a practical gift. I am a practical person, and we always need thread. And we always need the seam rippers. So for me, that can be a 10. But mostly, you know, the fun things, you know, it's like, oh, I love that, you know. And like I loved the little chick that we sewed up, the little money pouch, because
So cute.
we have this new leather company in town, and it was so fun to be able to support them. And I like a little stash, you know. I like a little surprise money. And so I put him in my little duck. Oh, the other thing that was really fun was we had two boys who gave me in town here, the Redford boys. Their family owns the museum. And they gave me some soap for Christmas, and it was a spool. And I said to them,
So cute.
can you make these for my box? I would like to sell these in my box. These are 2 kids. They were like
12 and 14 maybe.
12 and 14. They had to make 600 bars a day.
Yeah.
And they did it, and they came in all, before most anybody.
They met their deadline
They-
better than a
I
lot
was-
of our vendors.
And then they got awarded Entrepreneurs of the Year in Hamilton. You know, that the big,
Yeah.
at the big, yes.
These were some good kids.
These were some good kids. And I was just like so tickled, you know, and you love when you can give somebody a boost like that, you
Yeah.
know, or somebody's business, because now people all over know about it's called McDucky's soap, I think it's called. They sell it at the museum out there now, and they just do a great job.
Yeah.
What else we got?
And it smells nice too.
It does.
So Jean asks, I ordered a box for myself, but if I want to order one as a gift and have it shipped to my friend's address, is that possible?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yes.
yes. Lots of people do that.
Yep, it's a great gift to give.
Look at you with all your roses.
They're so cute. Look, there's 2 little fishies.
Aww. That's my maiden name, Fish. People are saying, how do you spell that? And I'm like, how do you spell fish? I spell it P-H-Y-S-C-H-E. No, I'm just kidding. It's F-I-S-H, just like normal fish. Fishing in the water.
All right.
What else?
We've had a lot of people ask, can we get refills for the pattern binder? And yes, those are available.
Yes, you
There
can.
are pattern binder
And just so
refills.
you know, the pattern binders that were in last year's, apparently they were, our patterns that we gave them fit, but the patterns we make generally were a hair too big. And so
Oh.
we adjusted all those sizes, and now the pattern refills are perfect, and you can get those, yeah. So,
Good to know. I hadn't heard any
Yeah.
of that.
yeah, they're, you know, every once in a while something like skates by, but we always make it good. You know, we're super generous as far as that goes.
We try hard.
Are all the items in the box Christmas themed?
No, they are not Christmas themed.
And we have a question from Doris wanting to know, what time do we do the videos that we open? And
Wait, some of them are Christmas themed.
No, he's
But not
specifically all.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Some are not.
Doris would like to know what time she could find the videos, and those usually come out the morning of the opening, right
Yeah,
around
so
midnight.
the morning,
What,
of the opening, when I open the gift,
Yeah,
that day.
every day, every morning.
I don't know what time exactly. Is it like 8:42?
They usually go live
7:13.
right at midnight, the morning
Oh,
of.
okay. So
Midnight on the date.
So-
Central time.
yes, all that.
So another question for
What
you.
she
It says,
said.
I have a friend who is not a quilter, but she enjoys crafting. Do you think this box would be appropriate for her?
I do actually. I
Yeah.
do. There are a few really quilt-centric things, but there are not. So here's the thing. I gave one to my mom, and she was in her 80s, and she is not
She's neither a
sewer.
quilter or a crafter.
But she loved opening it up every day. She thought it was very fun. And so then I had to do one for my dad, you know, because he's sitting over there all lonely, you know, and feeling, you know, giving me the long look, you know. So I did one for him, and they loved it. It's, you know, and now a lot of people are like saving this year's box for next year. So like the wife gets the new box, but the husband's stuff is in the old box, or the, you know, whatever, their friend or their partner or whatever. And so it's fun to see people branching that out, because it just brings so much joy. You know, I asked my dad one time, because I you know, again, it's socks, candy bars, you know, a little thing of Cheez-It crackers. It's, you know, whatever I think he's going to like. They just love having something to open. So I got him one of those, you know, those head massagers that have all the little prongs, you know, like that. And I asked him, I said, what was your favorite gift, Dad, out of all of them? And he goes, I'm pretty sure that head massager was my favorite.
That's so great.
And yeah, I mean, and he's like, nobody really touches old people. So, you know, it felt really good, you know, and I'm like, it's really true. And it's sad though, isn't it? But it's kind of true, especially if you're alone. And so, you know, he loved that little thing. We should do a quilter's edition of that. Like a little
what?
quilt block on the top with a little,
Oh, gosh.
it's a thought. I'll put it on my list.
Christina would like to know, are the projects in the box beginner friendly?
Yes.
Mostly.
Yes. I would say mostly, and I would say the other thing to remember about anything that you're sewing is that even if it looks difficult, all you have to do is sew straight from here to here, and just think of it as one little thing at a time, one little seam at a time. I just recently filmed a bag, and I am not a bag maker, but I filmed a bag with Sally Tomato. It's a Jenny bag. It was designed by me, but it's like one little seam at a time. And bags to me look so overwhelming, but it's like, we're just going to sew around here. Now we're just going to sew right here, you know, and when you break anything down, it can become beginner friendly. You might look at some of the things and go, but once you get into it and try it, it almost always, and because a video accompanies it, you know, we work very hard to, you know, everything I do, even the things that look hard, take a look at them and watch the video, because generally what happens is there's some trick involved. You know, like maybe I made a pinwheel, but then I cut it in 3 places, you know, and so it looks like you cut all those small pieces, but you didn't really, because there was a trick. So you just kind of have to, things are generally beginner friendly, but it's, you know, it's just one little seam at a time, so. And you may learn some new things, right?
So Norma would like to know, in the past, has there been something that you really wanted to include in the box but just couldn't?
Yes.
Yes, there have, and mostly it's because we can't get enough. We can't get enough of them.
Yeah, vendors can't supply.
Yeah. I mean, if it's you know, yeah, we can't always get enough, and so that's always like, you know, but that's all right.
Are templates or rulers ever included? Notions of any kind in the box?
Sometimes, if we do,
Definitely notions, sometimes templates.
yes, what she said. And also, if we do a project with a template, then the template will be included.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's a project, we try to make sure everything you need is included in the box.
And we have a fun new template.
What?
You'll be surprised, yes.
Oh.
Yep, there's a new one in there.
Oh, okay.
So we are seeing a lot of love for the past boxes, so I just want to hit you with a
good.
few of the comments that we've got that have come through from Pat. She says, I'm so excited I didn't know Chuck was actually in that button box. I helped my 4-year-old grandson do the duck purse, and he was so happy to give it to his mother at Christmas.
That's so
I love
sweet.
that.
So sweet.
Well, and it reminded me, actually, you know, when our kids were little, well, when you guys were little, we used to have those things where you took the shoelace and stitched around it, you know, and that's what that little purse reminded me of. It was just like this little stitch around, stitch around.
So I have a comment from Karen. She says that I am a widow and I live alone. I've been quilting for quite some time now since my mother taught me to strip quilts when I was 8, and I love to quilt. Jenny's box is the most special thing to me. Every Christmas living alone, getting up and getting to open a gift every morning with Jenny is awesome. Thank you so much for all the work you put into this.
Thank
That
you.
is so sweet.
Well, Merry Christmas to you. That's sweet. So those are the things, you know, those are some of the reasons I do the boxes, because it just, I had no idea, you know, even in the beginning with the tutorials and things like that, I really thought I was sewing, you know, but when you teach somebody how to quilt and it builds their confidence and they become creative and they love what they do and it changes their outlook on life, it's so much more than just sewing, you know, when that creativeness is healing. And it's, you know, it just changes you. And so for me, those things are the most special. They're like serendipitous little gifts, because you don't expect it. You don't expect it to come. You think, oh, this is going to be really fun. And then it has this awesome, different outcome.
It brings joy.
All right, we do have another question back from the audience.
Awesome.
It's more of a comment than a question. My name is Nina. I live in Wisconsin. My husband watched me open all my little gifts, and he was so impressed that those little paper bags fit perfectly. That I couldn't throw them away. He made me keep them all.
Well, this year they're going to be even cuter. He's going to really want to keep these.
Cuter bags to add to your collection.
That's right. Well, how many of us, like, you know, it's like you get a bag with tissue paper in it, you know, save the bag, save the tissue paper. We all do it. We all do it.
I use mine.
Well, we use them up, but I have a whole bag of bags, you know, and I have a whole box of tissue paper, because we might need that sometime.
All right, bit of a hard one here for you. How many years have you been doing the Countdown to Christmas box?
What
Do you
is
recall?
it? Is it 4?
I think it's 4.
I think it's 4. 4?
And is this box significantly different than boxes in the past?
Every year they get better.
I think so too. I think so too. So every year I think they get better.
Yeah.
I think our I don't know. I'm already, you know, I don't know. I just feel like every box is perfect for that year.
Yes.
You know, and then we start doing next year's, and I'm just like, oh, this is going to be so cool, you know. And so, it just makes me excited to put them together and do them. And, you know, for all I know, you know, box 1 is somebody's favorite, and box 4 is somebody's favorite. So, you know, you do the best you can.
Things from each box that are unexpected and fun.
I do think it's that unexpected little surprise that is fun, yeah.
And could we go over again just the price points and
Well,
the shipping
sure.
points? We've got a lot of questions about those.
Of course. Okay, so it's for sale right now, right at this very minute. You can pre-order it from now,
$179.95.
from now until September 10th. And, or is that right? Until September 10th or until we run out?
Pre-order is until April 25th.
Okay.
September 10th would be the cutoff for the second payment.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right, so let me start over. All right, here we go. For sale.
Take 2.
For sale right now. For sale right now. One-time payment of $179.95. That is up $10 from last year, which is totally worth it.
Yeah.
So it is that you can pay the one payment, $179.95, or split it into 2 payments. The 2 payments are $89.98 and $89.97. Second payment, the first payment, obviously you would pay when you order. The second payment, you're going to pay, it's due between May 1st and September 10th. So it's a good block of time to get that other bit in there.
To make that second payment.
The pre-order begins today, at this very moment, and runs through April 25th or until we run out.
Yep, all based on availability.
All based on availability. And so the boxes start shipping in October. Again, sorry if you get it in October because it's a long time to hold on to that. Just put it in your closet under a comforter where you don't have to look at it.
But don't forget about it.
One time I got a sweater
Don't
from
hide
Ron.
that in a really special place that you for sure won't forget and then forget.
One time, Ron does that.
I do it too.
My gosh, one time I got this cutest sweater in April. Because I was like getting
There's
out.
nothing wrong though with a happy surprise in the spring or summer that you found because
I was like, what is this? It was behind the chair, you know, that sits in the corner. And I got it out. I was like, what is this? And Ron goes, oh, Merry Christmas, Jenny. Anyway, boxes start shipping in October. The shipping is free for domestic. Anytime you spend over, what is it, $59, our shipping is free. Is that right?
something like that.
Something like that. Shipping is free. So for Canada, shipping is $20 when you pay in full. It's $0 on your first 50% deposit and $20 on your second, or I guess vice versa. You could, I don't know how that.
No,
So if you're in Canada and you split it into 2 payments.
you have to pay your shipping on the second payment.
Okay, so the first payment is $89.98. The second payment is $89.97 plus $20 on shipping. For international, it is $40 when you pay in full, or $10 on your first. This is ridiculous amount of numbers. You know that, don't you? And it's the afternoon. Nobody does math in the afternoon. International shipping is $40 when you pay in full, or $10 on your first 50% deposit, and $30 on your second $50 deposit. For anything that you don't understand, you can call our lovely people at customer service who will help you and also have this paper. So they will be able to answer all your questions.
Also, this information is probably on the computer somewhere or the website.
Probably.
It's
It
on.
probably is.
So all this information can be
page.
found on the website right
Yes.
now on the Jenny Box page. We've had a lot of questions come in as well about using a promo code or Quilter's Cash for this box. Those cannot be applied to the box, but your gift cards can. So if you are saving
there
a
you
gift
go.
card, now is the time.
So if you have a gift card, it can be applied to the box, but the promo codes cannot.
And we do have a question about, can pictures of the contents of the box be posted, like on Facebook? Can people share the pictures of their box online?
Oh, yeah, once
on
the day is over.
of, but not
Yeah.
before. So if you open your box ahead of time, please don't share your pictures, because that's just kind of mean to people who are trying to be surprised.
Yeah, you just want to be
But
surprised.
but if you have waited until the day and you want to share, that's completely fine.
Oh, yeah. So just know that if you're whole process is to get up in the morning and open your box at 9 a.m. There may be people who have already posted who open their box at 12:01 midnight. So don't look on Facebook before 9 a.m. That's my advice. If you don't want to know, don't look on Facebook before you open it. So that's, because they may.
Save yourself.
Yeah, save yourself, yeah.
And just a couple more comments that have come through here. Elizabeth says, my clock is in my sewing room and reminds me of all the fun that I have had making all my quilts and projects from all the boxes through the years.
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
I
your
love the
clock is in
clock.
my sewing room as well.
Mine too.
It's time to sew. It's sewing time somewhere. You know?
I-
Like 5 o'clock
I will
somewhere,
admit
it's sewing
that
time
mine
somewhere.
does not have batteries in it yet.
Oh my goodness, Natalie. Tell your father. He's the battery. We have so many batteries. I don't know, it must be an old man OCD thing,
I
but
think
we have
he's
a lot
just
of
worried
batteries.
that you'll run out of batteries.
We have a lot of batteries at our house, I'm pretty sure. Anybody else whose husband like hoards batteries? Right?
Say, Darlene says, just ordered my box. Want to say thank you, Jenny and family, for guiding me through these days. I rewatch all your shows all of the time, especially the triple plays.
Oh, we
That's
love
great.
the triple plays.
I love triple plays.
So
too.
triple play, just for anybody who doesn't know, let me explain that. It is the third Wednesday, or the third
Third Friday.
So I do a tutorial every Friday, but on the third Friday, there's 3 girls on the third Friday that do 3 new ideas, all based on one block. So it's Natalie, Misty, and I, and we pick a block, and we do 3 new ideas on that block, and I'm always, always amazed and surprised at what everybody else comes up with. And so
Yep.
it's very, very fun, and people love the 3 ideas. You guys love the triple
We've learned
play?
a lot from each other.
Yeah, I love it too. And, you know, and like a lot of times, like Missy will be showing how she did something, or Natalie, and I'll be like, oh, wait, what did you just do? You know, it's just so cool because all of our brains work differently, you know. We
Well,
all
and there's
have a different
things
brain.
I think that each of us do instinctively that that I never thought of. You know,
Right, it's just how you do it.
Misty did something the other day where she flipped something up and in, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Question from Leanne: Are the items in the box different this year than last year? Are there ever any repeat items?
No, never a repeat. Never, ever a repeat item.
There's
They
too
are
many
new.
fun things that we see that we want to include.
Yes, there's
There's no way we would repeat anything.
No, so many fun things. No, and we want it to be a new surprise for everybody, everything to be something new and fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Catherine Books from Ogden, Utah. If for some reason somebody doesn't make it in by April 25th, does the price go up after that?
No.
I don't think so.
No, this
No,
is just
and
the
there will be,
pre-sale.
a lot of times, if we have any leftovers, then they'll run another little sale in October, but the price stays the same always. Always that same. Go ahead.
Cherry Schwartz from Owatonna. I wanted to do a shout out to Natalie for her novels in the block
Oh, they're
magazine.
Hillary's, my sister.
Oh, it's
but they
Hillary's.
are
Okay.
great, aren't
Yes,
they?
I like them.
She does such a good job.
So we
Please tell
just,
her. Please
so
tell her.
Natalie's the editor of Block, so she kind of decides that kind of stuff. But they just recently had me start reading them for the digital.
Yep, you're going to be able to get Jenny's audio reading the story
Which is-
on your digital issue of Block.
Which is so much fun. So Misty's dad does, he does all the sound and records them, and then he adds a little bit of music, to
Little suspense. Dun, dun, dun.
And so I have so much fun. Every day I read to my children, so I'm quite practiced at reading. And it was, every day at 1, I would read to the children until they fell asleep or I did. Well, we never know which one it was going to be on the given day.
It was the worst when she would just stop reading and we'd be like, Mom, keep going.
And sometimes I was so tired, so I'd turn 2 pages. And they were just like, Mom, you missed a page. I mean, they knew those books by heart. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, one more. Let's take one more. Come on, Dalton. Find one more question. We got one more, don't we?
Janet would like to know what the clock actually looked like. Could you tell us a little bit about the clock?
Oh, so the clock was really sweet. So it's that natural maple wood. So it's a really light wood. And then the colors, the background is kind of a rainbow. I mean, it's white.
white, and it
the
has-
colors, the numbers are kind of
Yeah, but
colored.
they're aren't they little stars? Little
Yes.
Missouri
They're
stars.
little Missouri stars all the way around.
Or what is it?
It's super sweet. We
Sawtooth
actually
star,
should bring
something
the
like that.
clock back Somebody make a note. Somebody make a note. We should talk to our product people. The clock would be
We
a
just got done
great
saying
thing.
we would never repeat a product.
No, not in the box, for people to sell, people to buy.
Okay, yeah, that I can
Because
get on board
I
with.
do think,
I love that.
I do think a lot of people would love the clock, so I think that would be a fun thing to bring back, to
I
you know,
agree.
put in our product list. And it's been enough years, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, anyway, we are so excited that the box is out and available. We are so glad that you guys have enjoyed it and loved it. We've had fun spending this hour with you. And we just want to say, are we good? Dalton,
I
everything
feel
good?
like
Okay.
it's pretty early to think about Christmas, but
Not too
I'm
early for the Jenny
excited.
box.
It's
If you want
exciting.
one, if you want one, you got to get one. So anyway, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy April, Happy Spring as well. We'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.
bye.